Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by allfreejewelrymaking.com and keepsakecrafts.net. Today I'm going to show you how you can take a focal bead that perhaps you found on Etsy or at a bead show or were given by a lampworking friend, but how you can take a focal bead and turn it into the kind of piece of jewelry that you would like to wear. So I was given this lampwork bead, isn't it lovely, with a challenge to make it into something special. Now the first step when you're designing a piece of jewelry is you have to decide what it is you want. I really love the bright summery colors of this bead. They are actually colors I wear a lot, especially in the summer. And I wanted to make something that wouldn't be too fancy so that I would wear it most every day in the summertime or anytime with these colors. So I decided first on a palette, and I decided to limit it to basically the colors that are in the bead, the blue and the green, just a touch of the green, and a little bit of silver. I decided that I wanted the bead to be hanging on a pin like this rather than strung sideways. I just kind of like the look of a pendant better. And I took some time to go through my bead stash and find ones that work. Now I didn't get too fancy because the more spacers you add, the fancier the look gets. But I thought it needed something. I mean, I suppose I could simplify it, and that actually would be simpler. But since I have the silver, and I'll tell you about these beads in a moment, I decided to make a dangle with just a couple spacers and one coordinating blue crystal bead on a decorative head pin. So string all your beads onto your decorative head pin, and then we're going to make a pendant out of it. And the way you do that is you grasp the wire where it comes out of the last bead with a pair of chain nose pliers. And this is going to be tricky because this is pretty short. So I'm going to have to grab that with another pair of chain nose pliers to bend it at a 90-degree angle. I went a little far because I had the pliers in my hand. So it might have been better to have started with a longer head pin. There we go. Okay, 90-degree angle. And I'm actually going to grab the very tip of that wire with my round nose pliers and twist my wrist to make a loop. Sorry about that. My camera cut out on me while I was doing that. So this isn't the most elegant loop I've ever made, but it certainly is functional. I just used my round nose pliers and bent it around, and then I had to actually squeeze it to close it up. And then I'll just straighten that out a little, and that'll be just fine. Okay, so now we have our pendant. And then for accent beads, like I said, I wanted this to be a casual necklace, I didn't want it completely simple. I could have just strung it on my change a bead and called it done, but to have something a little bit fancier, but still good for everyday wear, I decided to go with these funky wire beads. In another video someday I will show you how to make them. But these have been made, and I've included, I don't know if you can see, little green seed beads on them. So I have 6 of those, and I've also cut a few lengths of chain. So the way I'm going to arrange this, I have a 1-inch piece of chain, and it will connect 2 of the bigger wire beads, and then this will go in the middle. And then I'm going to make a link with each of these little blue cube beads, and I thought the cubes were, again, a more casual shape rather than a fancy crystal. And then I'm going to connect each of those with a piece of chain, again, keeping it less fancy, more casual. And then a 10-inch piece of chain on each end to finish the necklace. So let me show you how to make these cute beads into links. We start with eye pins. Slide your bead onto an eye pin. Grab it with your chain nose pliers. Grab the wire right where it comes out of the bead. And this bend at a 90-degree angle. Tuck your round nose pliers right in that bend. This is why it's nice to have a longer piece, because you have something to grab onto to make that nice round loop. Wrap it around as far as it'll go. Reposition the round nose pliers. Finish the loop. Use wire cutters, nice close cut wire cutters, to cut that wire right where they cross. And then use the flat part of your tool to flatten out that loop, and then use the round part to make it nice and round and straight. So repeat for the other bead. So there I went ahead and completed the other link with the cube bead, and now we're just going to join everything together with a jump ring. So the way you open a jump ring is position the split at 12 o'clock, grab one side with a pair of chain nose pliers, grab the other side with another pair, push one pair of pliers away from you while you pull the other towards you, so you twist the jump ring open. And then we're just going to go ahead and connect the end link of the chain to one of these beads. Make sure your jump ring is closed securely. Look at it from the top and from the side. And then go ahead and connect all of these with jump rings. So here you can see I've gone ahead and connected everything together. I think I neglected to give you a rundown of the list of supplies you'll need to make this. I usually do it at the beginning of the video, but this one's kind of unique in that you're designing based on what you have. But for this particular necklace, you'll need one lampwork focal bead, a decorative head pin with your choice of accent beads. Here I have one crystal bead and then 3 silver spacers. I'm using 6 wire beads, 2 cube beads, 2 eye pins to make those into links, 3 1-inch lengths of chain, 2 10-inch pieces of chain. You'll need a total of 15 jump rings to connect all this together, including 1 jump ring at the end and 1 jump ring to connect your clasp around the back. The final step here is to connect the pendant to the center piece of chain. And I'm having a debate with myself. I may change my mind after I've worn it for a while, we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to connect this link of, or this jump ring to a center link of that piece of chain. And I actually counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go right into that chain and then into the loop of my pendant. And then make sure that is very securely closed. And so there you have it. It's kind of fun and funky and casual, but it makes great use of a very unique bead. I promise that I will be putting on the YouTube channel and on the blog very soon a tutorial on how to make these wire beads. They're kind of tedious, but it's an awfully fun look. So here's another look at our project for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching Keepsake Crafts videos. Please make sure to check out keepsakecrafts.net for more jewelry making, crafting, sewing, and all kinds of crafts ideas and inspiration. Have a good one. Bye-bye.